Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Alif bin Aminuruddin. Today our group from AP1155F will present about property management, the ethics and professionalism of the property management. Okay, now we move to our group member. First, Muhammad Alif bin Aminuruddin, Nur Amira Shohana, Muhammad Fakhruddin, Ikhwan Hanif, Nur Ifan Nazihah, and Muhammad Aizat.
Alright, for background of case study, Pasapuri Kasturi is located at Bandar Datuk On, Johor Bahru. Basically, this apartment has developed by Johor Land Berhad, subsidiary of Jacob. Pasapuri Kasturi officially opened for sale on 2019, and the selling price for each unit is RM99,000. This apartment provided 1,016 units of maiden cost, consists of 12 stories and has divided into 4 blocks. This apartment have good access because near to Bandar Datuk On Interchange Major Highway. In addition, this apartment has categorized under My Home scheme and was allocated special unit for disabled resident.
Okay, next is the surrounding facility. For the Pasapuri Kasturi was surrounded by a variety of facilities such as Ayam Datuk On that only takes 3 minutes with 350 meters. Besides Bandar Datuk On Police Station is also located near to the subject properties. They will increase the level of security for the occupant. Moreover, for religious activity, there is a mosque nearby for a Muslim residence, which is Sultan Iskandar Mosque, about 1.1 km from the subject property. In addition, many other facilities for daily needs, such as petrol pump, Farview International School Johor for education, Star Hill Golf and Country Club for entertainment purpose, KPJ Bandar Datuk On Specialist Hospital for health, and other residential and cafe that are from the Pasapuri Kasturi.
Okay, now we move to property facilities. Pasapuri Kasturi facilities comprise of lift access, surau for occupant, playground and laundry area that can used by all the residents, whether the owner or the tenant that occupied this apartment. Other than that, this apartment also provided security guard to ensure the occupied safety and lower communications on that apartment. Lastly, every single unit of owner have their exclusive right in common property, which is covered car park.
Today I will present about property management ethics and professionalism. The first one is property manager must have a good communication skills. This because it's critical for those in this field of property management to have a knowledge and skills. Property managers should always develop their knowledge and skills to work in the best interest of customers in order to survive in this sector. As a property manager, for an instance, the property manager should have a good communication abilities, but there are also several other skills that is necessary in this field. Property manager can be difficult without good communication skills. This because the property manager must communicate effectively to individual, especially to the owner or tenant of the property. Alright, the next one is property manager should have a lot of knowledge. The property manager must have a knowledge skills in this field. Such skills are very relevant because they should know the law of real estate and as a property manager and need to understand the obligation to keep up to date with the change in laws and regulatory aspect. In addition, with the experience of the property manager, the owner and tenant will have a positive impression. The owner and tenant will be more secure in handling over their duty. The third one is property manager need to protect the tenant interests, as they need to work fairly and appropriately with all tenant. Property managers need to be reasonable. This is include leasing, living or vacating a managed residence by means of a refund process. Property manager must also have make a written submission to all potential tenants, such as a copy of the rental agreement. With the presentation of the rental checklist and rental agreement, if there is any significant property defect, whether it's important or not, we will recognize and respond immediately. Alright, lastly, the property manager should take a good manage and care of the property. The property manager should in compliance with the safety and health laws of the local jurisdiction, protect the safety and health of these digitally controlled properties and maintain this asset in accordance with the local authority. Alright. The property manager will have to terminate the assets and evaluation if the consumer fails to meet the livability of requirement. For example, if the tenant is having a party with loud music until the neighborhood felt the burden, they should have been warned not to do it again as it to maintain the harmonic in the living next door.
So next is the organisation of the property management, Johor Land Berhad. As you can see, the first one is the chairman, Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Isa bin Hussein, and followed by the executive director Muhammad Yusuf bin Ahmad, group managing director Datuk Surveyor Akmal bin Ahmad, and followed by the three directors Datuk Muhammad Lufi, Rozaini bin Ahmad Sani, Khairuddin bin Jafruz.
So I'm going to continue with the scope of work for the property management in the building. So scope of work is very important for any job as we apply to any company, and there is no way of understanding what will needs to be completed without specified scope of work. However, when contracting, it is extremely necessary to define the scope to prove what tasks need to be completed and who is responsible for those tasks. So in this presentation, we will talk about the scope of work of property manager of Johor Land Berhad for strata property. The property manager is the most important as they do fiscal management, property management and maintenance, advice and consultation. The first word that they do is the fiscal management. As they mentioned in the interview, they often show prospective tenants or buyers to the premises that is available, make things clear about conditions of the occupancy, ensure to collect monthly rents and pay taxes and other maintenance fee. Therefore, they will produce a draft budget and enforce the managing corporation budget policy as they need to collect budgets every month, and every time the tenant pay their rents, they need to make a record. Mr. Muhammad Faiz also said that he need to prepare a management report as they present communication of business growth, threat and challenges generated by the executive as management managers, supervisors or top management. Next is the property management and maintenance. The property manager is the one who is responsible in managing the strata property and take care about all the problems happen to the building. Mr. Muhammad Faiz is also responsible for overseeing all the contract in the strata property, inspecting every inch of the strata property, such as the infrastructures and all the house units. Property managers ensure efficient operation for the properties under their care, preserve their appearance, and either maintain or improve their values. Besides that, the property manager must deal with the emergency situations that have taken place at Taman Suruja Apartment, Kasturi Apartment, Sri Nilam Apartment, Sri Zamrud Apartment, and Bandar Baru Majidi Apartment. For example, they need to closely track the situation, prioritize the emergencies that arise, and evaluate the level of the destruction and cost of repairs of any clean-up in the scenario such as flooding, violence, or any catastrophic event. Then, management team will follow the instruction from the property manager in doing any work without improving the facilities and services operation in the strata property. In addition, property managers are also expected to counsel and consult any tenants and buyers in the apartment. They either wanted to buy, rent or lease the apartment. Property manager will assist in leasing, clarify the rent and lease policies, and if they decided to rent the apartment lot, there will be a meeting with the members of the building. Usually, a property management consultant may assist tenants in clearing determining why tenants will start to slip through the cracks. For example, they may fail to keep up with regular service and maintenance and a complaint from the building occupants, so they do not have a maintenance monitoring system in place, such as cleaning services, cleaning up the walkway in the hallway, the day-to-day operation, administration and control of all components necessary in the management of the apartment that are essential.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Irfana Ziha. So today I'll present common problems, difficulties, challenge encountered by JMB, MC and MA. So the first problem is service charge and sinking fund payments. The first thing on the list has to do with currency. This is certainly not the simplest topic to be proposed, but it is unavoidable since various forms of administrations are one of the most commonly identified problems of strata existence. Property management should keep owners aware of installment refreshes on a timely basis and provide them with an acceptable catch-up. In addition, it is imperative to alert defaulters immediately and to suspend their use of the basic property instantly. The next problem is issued in title search. The common problem faced by JMB, MC, and MA is that it complains about the title check being published. This issue is only faced by the owner of a property with a strata title that is not faced by the landowner. The complaint relating to the issue of the title search is based on the period taken. This matter is under the jurisdiction of JMB when it applies to the developer or the financial entity or the competent authority responsible for the issue of strata title. The third common problem or issue is attracting and maintaining quality tenants. Attraction and acquisition of premium tenants is the most demanding aspect of the role of the property manager. They will have to come up with target marketing approach to ensure that they reach out to the kind of renters they are looking for. Here, their judgment plays an important role, particularly during the screening of tenants. They are also responsible for drawing up arrangements that prove mutually beneficial in order to ensure the standard of the tenants. However, different considerations other than management have an effect on the tenants' decisions to remain or leave. Next, controlling unexpected costs. If there is no problem with routine maintenance activities, unforeseen repair needs will prove to be very expensive. In reality, property loss and unplanned maintenance and repairs have proven to be the most difficult challenge for most property managers. Here, they don't know the scale of the destruction or the quantity that can be repaired. Managing the unexpected is the most difficult, since it is nearly hard to plan for and account for in the budget. However, this is required from the property manager. The last common problem is maintenance fee. The next challenge faced by JMB, MC, and MA is the duty of the parcel owner to meet monthly maintenance charge. The owner of the parcel having the property shall pay the value of the monthly fee as decided before and the quality of service rendered. The reckless owner of the parcel gives the property manager a problem. The owner of the parcel can only share in the management of the common areas after the title of the strata has been given.